Well, welcome back to the shed, and been frigging something else. Now, a lot of us have got various tools that run on NiCad batteries. And I've got a little drill that does, and also a strimmer, because the garden is pretty small and I don't really need a huge thing. It'd be like owning a Range Rover around here, you know. You do see it and they look ridiculous. They come out of a tiny flat and get into this huge car, which must have more floor space than their flat does. But one thing that NiCads are known for is developing what's called a memory effect. Unless you discharge them fully before you recharge them, they won't take a full charge, and even so, after a number of years, the performance does begin to fade away. Now, I was faced with a bit of a problem with this strimmer, because there's a performance power thing, probably made in Chinkland, I expect, but it's been a pretty good little machine, I have to say, and the only trouble was the battery was beginning to fail. It just wouldn't hold the charge in the end. You could take it straight off the charging base, put it in the thing, and that was the end of you. Well, I was looking around on the interweb, as you do, for replacements, and having frightened myself to death, or found nothing, more often than not. There are 15 sub-C batteries in there, by the way, 1700 milliamp hours, all wired in series, to give you 18 volts. So, yeah, what can you say? So I was having a look on the interweb, and I came across a very interesting thing here on YouTube, actually, about how to rejuvenate rechargeable NiCad batteries. And you have a look at that, you'll be surprised, because what I had to do was to get a power supply of approximately double the voltage of the battery. This particular thing is to power some outside Christmas lights. It's 36 volts, so it's exactly double. And I've connected this bridge rectifier to it. And having made sure that your battery is flat, which was no problem, because the minute you put this lamp in there, I've got in there to discharge it, and connected the meter, it read nothing. I just tapped it gently on the terminals. For heaven's sakes, live to live, negative to negative. Don't accidentally reverse it as otherwise is possible. Schnappen die battery work and Poppenkorken mit Spitzensparken and blown fuse. And I checked the voltage, having done this about, I don't know, I'll say half a dozen, maybe 10 times, and it had come right back up to 18.7 volts. So I then thought to myself, well, surely this is too good to be true, isn't it? And plugged the thing into the charging base, and it did something it hasn't done for a long while. It lit up the red charge light as well as the green power on indicator. Well, I left it on overnight up here in the shed, came back to it this morning, put it in the strimmer, which I overhauled. Well, all you can do really is put new cord on there and oil the motor bearings. And away it went, and it lasted for about 10 or 15 minutes, which is what it used to do. And it went like new. So, I tell you what, those planned obsolescence people I was on about the other day, they wouldn't like that, would they, if everybody knew about this? He does say on his YouTube film not to try to do it to NiMa or, you know, the lithium-ion batteries. So, yeah, I would endorse that, definitely. But NiCad, it does appear to work on. Yeah, amazing. I've also got my rechargeable drill doing the same thing at the moment, because that too was beginning to fade away. And even if it makes the battery last another few months or another year, it's good, isn't it? Still saving a fair bit of money, and stuff from going to landfill, because most of it does end up going to landfill. That, or being shipped under the crazy guise of second-hand goods to parts of Africa, where they smash it all up and burn it to recover what little copper and metal there is in there. Poisoning the landscape, poisoning the air, and poisoning the water at the same time. Yes, deep joy. Ah, yes, that little bulb has now almost gone out. That means that battery's flat, so I can have another go. Anyway, yeah, they wouldn't want us knowing about that too much, would they? They'd much, much, much sooner you went out sheepishly and bought another battery. Yes, bastards. Have some of that. Anyway, see you soon.